People can say what they want about Suga Sean. When it comes down to it, he has some of the sweetest striking in all of the UFC. And that isn't something new. If you look back to his very first fight, none of this is surprising. He's a natural sniper, knockout artist. From being a skinny, awkward kid from humble Helena, Montana, to later becoming one of the deadliest strikers of all time. Let's take a look back at where it all started. This is the evolution of Suga Sean O'Malley's sweet striking ability.
It's time to buy stock in Suga Sean O'Malley.
A highlight finishes coming into this fight. How good does it feel to get it done in that fashion?
It felt good. I would have been disappointed in anything else. I come out to fight. I come out to knock people out. That's all I want to do. When he took me down, he was talking about not wanting to wrestle and all that.
This was Sean's very first amateur MMA fight. Up to this point, he'd trained some boxing, some kickboxing, and sparred a bit. Even back then, from the very first round, he put on a show. Watch this.
Should be a good stand-up fight. I think they both like to duke it out a little bit here. Let's see what happens. And pawn at each. Oh! Nice, but he recovered. Definitely sucking wind. We'll see if O'Malley takes advantage. And that's it, Joey. Looks like a tremendous leg kick of O'Malley. Also, that first shot that took in the first round, I don't think he ever cleared his head. I think it was downhill from that point on.
Some sweet striking that led to a TKO in his first fight. He follows that up nicely in his second amateur fight.
Sean was a kickboxer more, striking guy.
Kickboxer and Skyler's the wrestler, grappler. Let's see how we go.
Got Dennis Bain as our center again. Sean throws a first kick, throws a second kick, and a third right to the head. Throws a left leg roundhouse kick to the head. The wrestler looking for the takedown. The wrestler's getting, and he's happy to go to the ground. Skyler looks a little bit confused as to what he needs to do here.
He's definitely not a stand-up fighter. You can see he's a wrestler. He's just trying to figure it out right now a little bit, but
nice back fist, and that is going to be just, he's trying to do a little off the fence kick there. Skyler is taking some abuse.
Yeah, he's definitely not defending himself. This fight will be over soon if he's not careful.
He tried to do a typical roll over there. As long as that. That's it.
Yeah.
So we saw a lot. We saw a lot of Sean there. We saw a lot of striking. We saw a lot of ground control. Skyler was working, but he just was a little overwhelmed.
God, it's so weird. It's weird what kind of mindset I had going into these fights. It wasn't even training, just kind of fucking kicking the bag, punching shit. And I just was like, fuck it. It's so funny to watch. I do some of the same shit, just way fucking better now. I've always been kind of a hard to hit. I don't know how long these rounds were. What the hell's up with these headgears? Jesus. God, see, look at that 1-2 down the pipe, dude. That's some shit right there. Oh, just throwing bombs. Just from my waist, too. Just fucking hucking them from my waist. Gave him an 8 count. He's fine. So let him stand up. Hippie, don't tell me you're trying to catch these hands in zone wars. You know how fucking fast I edit nowadays, boy. Just back on him, dude. Alright, end of round 1. Round 2 starts. I'm on this motherfucker. Just whipping kid. Look how little. Look at no tattoos. Fuck it. Just skinny as fuck. Ate like 13 calories a day, probably. Throwing just haymakers. Got my tap out shorts on. Boom. No accuracy. Just fuck. God, I remember everyone would always yell at me too. Put your fucking hands up! I'm like, what? Why? Fucking gloves are too heavy for my little arms. Just had to keep them bitches down low. Boom, boom. Hit him with like 8 uppercuts. Oh shit, it's so fucking funny watching. Uppercut. Oh, God, I'm just fucking. It's weird because I didn't fight or kick, box, or do any kind of sports like that growing up. I played baseball, soccer, football, basketball, and I was super. I didn't like confrontation. I didn't like I definitely didn't even like watching fighting. My dad would watch UFC, and I wouldn't like it. I would go away. I wouldn't watch it. It's crazy shit, man. And I just I don't know what I was so attracted to fighting for. I don't know if it was and I was just naturally pretty good at it.
Sean O'Malley, I'm fighting at Team Proving Grounds in Helena, Montana. 5-2 in MMA, 4-0 in kickboxing, 2-0 semi-pro boxing, and I have the 135 and 145-pound belt for the kickboxing industry. I'm gonna try to stand with him. I'm gonna try to keep him standing, see what he does. Kind of don't really have a plan, just gonna react to whatever he does, but try to box him out. Just focused on what I have to do, and I'm ready.
Breakdown. This fight is the fight that exploded Suga Sean kind of onto the scene that the matchmakers saw. It happened in LFA, May 5th, 2017. Tail of the tape here. We got Suga Sean, 6-0, 22 years old, 5'10" at height, versus David Nuzo, 5-1, professional record, 27 years old, and 5'8". Right away, Suga Sean comes out and he starts stutter stepping with the front foot. Stutter stepping with the front foot. You're either going to get the guy reacting and just see how he reacts to it. He's either swatting at it, moving his head, and if he's not reacting at all, maybe you can start getting a jab into him. So this stutter step's a super underrated thing to just kind of see what your opponent's gonna do. Sean standing southpaw, whips a head kick, lands in an orthodox stance, and without any load up, hides it with his jab a little bit. Without any load up goes a spinning body kick. Someone who is really good at this back in the day is Kung Lee. And when you do the spinning body kick, a lot of mistakes that people make is they try to spin all the way through the body kick. And you don't want to do that with a body kick. You want to turn your front foot and go straight back into the opponent. So all the power is going straight back more than the spin. And with Sean, he's so good at this and he has no load up with it. So you don't know where it's coming. It's either going to come to the body, it's going to come to the head, it's going to come as a wheel kick to the head. He's very good at this. And that's a nice little sequence there. Beautiful. So we're at 3:33 of the first round here. Sean does a good job at disguising the double jab. He goes double jab to cover distance, to get his feet in range, and he launches an overhand right. Right here, 3:39. Double jab, boom, and he launches the overhand right. Covers good distance on that. Covers him with the overhand right, lands into a southpaw position. Then he throws a left head kick. 3:31, he throws a left head kick, and he's got him hurt. David Nuzo wrestles up, gets an underhook, wrestles up. And this is smart by Sean. Another spin body kick beautifully. Lands southpaw. Boom. So this is beautiful. We're at 2:52 the first round. And Nuzo slides back and he tries to counter with the left hook. Sean covers up tight. Right after the left hook comes, boom, he whips a clean, fast left hand. And it hits him right on the lips. Puts him to his face, hurts him. Nuzo catches a single leg, but Sean's very, very hard to finish on these takedowns. His balance is very good. He's very flexible. He's very slick, so it's hard to finish on him. So he pushes Nuzo off, walks, kind of runs in there, no rhyme or reason, doesn't know if he's out southpaw or orthodox. He's just a good athlete, whips a right head kick, and spins into a hook kick right to the face, and really just flatlines him here. We got this from Conor McGregor. I forgot who it was against, but I think it was against Diego Brandao. Conor was breaking down one of his fights, and he threw a head kick, and he talked about he really wanted to spin the other way, but his feet really weren't set up from it. So we thought about that early that morning. We worked on it, and for Sean to just watch it a couple times, work a couple times on the pads, and then go do it in a fight, that's what makes him really a freak athlete. Walks at him, throws a right head kick, and he has the balance and the footwork to spin in the completely opposite way and throw a hook kick. Drops him like a bag of chips. He really does. But if you've been doing karate or taekwondo your whole life, you have the balance and you've been doing that for years. He really hasn't been doing that for years. So he really is a special athlete to be able to throw a kick one way and spin the absolute other way and knock him out. Let's rewatch that again, the whole sequence. It all starts off. He counters back with the left hook, gets smacked with the left hand, limp legs out of the single, right head kick, left spin kick. And that's all she wrote. So when you go to the UFC and say, hey, I got this 6-0 kid, they say, okay, let me see some of his fights. Now he's 7-0, and it was in the LFA versus a very good opponent, 5-1. Sean Shelby sees it and like, damn, that's the right kid. Whether it's for the Ultimate Fighter Contender Series, thankfully it was for the Contender Series, and this fight is what got him the opportunity to fight in the Contender Series and start the whole UFC journey. So
Sean's got about 2 pounds to cut. We usually like to cut it in the hot tub. Don't really like saunas, so we're gonna cut these last 2 pounds in the hot tub. So it's about 10 a.m. Sean's got about 2 pounds to cut. The weigh-ins are at 2 p.m. and the mock weigh-ins are about 5. This is probably the gayest part of fighting right here. I have to lose this weight, but thankfully Sean's walks around at about 150, so he doesn't have to cut too much. When he fought in Helena, he cut to 125 and just didn't have the same spark he usually has and the same strength and the same cardio. So figured he's young enough now that he can move up to 135 and grow into his body and keep his power and keep knocking people out. So these are my apartments right here, and these are Sean's apartments right here. Sugar's Palace right here. What up? What up? Sugar's place. Here's his pups. No. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, good, baby. Enjoy it. Let's have some fun.
Right here, bud. Right in front of the door. Watch out. Yep.
Okay, so what you're going to do, I'll just kind of wait here, and then when I give you a walk, I'll just give you one of these. Crash through those doors. Your guys can just wait a beat and follow them out, okay? Stand by.
That's what we're built for, Sugar, right here.
And here's our boy O'Malley. Hey, Lil Dicky in the house. 22 years old.
He's a baby in the ring. Application's been filled out real early around here. Oh, he trying to strike. Oh! And put this thing away. Oh! O'Malley! Oh! O'Malley!
Punches hands down to his side. This
O'Malley! Combination. He's dinner with biscuits. O'Malley! 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 O'Malley!
A highlight finishes coming into this fight. How good does it feel to get it done in that fashion?
It felt good. I would have been disappointed in anything else. I come out to fight. I come out to knock people out. That's all I want to do. When he took me down, he was talking about not wanting to wrestle and all that.
Let's take
easy money.
Hey!
Stu!
Hey, it's Sean
Good shit,
Snoopo Malley. I like that.
Sugar
Malley.
motherfucking show! The Sugar Show, man. Take the picture, man.
This guy's Native American right here, this guy. What's up, my boy? How are you?
Hall of Famer, how are you?
I'm doing good, my man. It's great to see you, brother.
Hey, this the next motherfucking champion of UFC,
Sugar Show,
man.
baby.
The
Hell
Sugar
yeah.
Show, believe it.
Hell yeah. Okay, ready?
Cold with it, man.
Sean, this is Sean.
Go follow me on Instagram, Suga Sean, MMA, SUGA, Sean MMA. You'll find out a lot about me.
We're starting to get a little bit closer. It's not landing now. Oh, got the high kick. The side of his face. Ware right back to his face, going forward. Big right hand by Terry Ware. And Sugar. So far, this is O'Malley lands another elbow. 10 seconds. He took it on again.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 see it the same. 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision. And still undefeated, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley's UFC debut at the Ultimate Fighter finale. He said, I'm going to be on pay-per-views, and I'm going to become a star. He finds himself already on the main card of a UFC pay-per-view with a big opportunity to make that prediction come true.
Sean O'Malley's on pay-per-view tonight.
Oh, nice outside kick by O'Malley.
He heard him. He heard him. Something's good.
I was going to say Sugar has to be very careful. Truly got a beat on him yet. He hasn't figured out his timing because everything's changing. That's a set. But what Andre's really struggling with is the stance switching. He's not getting a good read on O'Malley because he's never staying in the same type of fighting position. Woo! Look at that. Oh! He ate. If he allows him to get too comfortable, he's got to get some respect from Sean O'Malley.
That step-in switch and then the high left kick is money for him. Oh! Sukumtak back to his feet. A dynamic, exciting young guy that everybody's paying attention to. What happens next time when you see him? Is he getting better? Is he living up to the hype?
Yes.
And with Sean O'Malley, the answer is yes.
He also had 14 on him. He is an ambidextrous fighter, switches stances seamlessly. Splits the Sukumtak.
Behind his foot, O'Malley hurt his foot on him.
For a choke here. Nope. Knee to the body. O'Malley can't get back up to his feet. Whatever the injury is on his right leg, he might just have to ride this round.
you see that man go around, he won't go with stand.
Appreciate today's crowd here as Andre Suga and Sean O'Malley go the distance.
29-27, 29-27, and 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Suga Sean.
Rain, that's what that Fortnite does. But what is it they not letting you fight, man? What's going on with the situation?
A lot of people think USADA suspended me. And they're like kind of the scientists behind it. And USADA didn't suspend me. They're allowing me to fight. UFC isn't suspending me. They're allowing me to fight. So right now it's the Athletic Commission that's not letting me fight. So we have a hearing with them on the 20th.
So what is this hearing going to be about? What are you fighting for? What are they saying about you?
So I tested positive. So last October I was supposed to fight fucking El Taco. And 3 weeks before the fight I tested for something called Ostrine.
Tainted subs from somewhere.
It's gotta be from something, because even the scientists, they look at my levels of how much I'm testing for, and they're saying there's no way he took anything. He's not benefiting from this at all.
So he feels weird because of that.
Oh, it's everything. I know. But you hear what you say? From your perspective, but I thought about it from your perspective. I failed the test, not knowing about tainted supplements. I'd be pissed. I would be assuming this motherfucker took something, but dude,
I don't think you took something.
Never taken.
You know, but did you hear what he said? Like every time, like let's see, I get diarrhea. My wife told me, hey, take this shit. I fucking called him. And I was like, that's what he said. Yeah. We might be done for don't go, but it's all good. It's a fight game. We might miss, we might not, but it's all good.
Go art for art.
Right.
Oh, he tagged him with that right hand, threw him down. High shot.
O'Malley goes high. Now short uppercut. Keko covers up.
That's it.
Suga Sean. Running in color.
Wow.
It couldn't have gone any better for Sean O'Malley.
That's about as pretty as it looks when you got a 2-year layoff.
I was just about to say, Quinones is more normal. You can see that extra something.
From here on out, Sean never looked back. His next fights are the fights most of the world has come to know him for. Eddie Wineland, Thomas Almeida, Paiva, Peter Yan, Aljo, and most recently, Cheeto Vera. I can't show these fights, otherwise UFC will shut down my whole channel, but here are some highlights. Either way, I'm sure you get the gist.
He's going in and out, in and out. He does a fantastic.
I can quote Dana White, if you don't know now, you know.
Almeida needs to close the distance. Oh! I cannot believe he's still standing.
Oh, and a follow-up left hand. Fight continues. Almeida back up, but for how long?
Oh. That front kick up the middle.
Oh, that left hand hurt bad. He's doing it again.
And again, the hesitation.
Watch this little short left hand. Boom! Drops Almeida. Ref's like, no, you got to keep fighting. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
It flattens him, stiffens him.
He was incapacitated.
Oh, my goodness.
Sean utilizing that long front kick to the body. Look, he's pretending he's playing basketball.
He's got to be careful with O'Malley. Let the right hand go down.
Look at that. Oh, that front kick to the body is money. And he goes high. Oh my goodness, O'Malley. The beginning of the end. He's hurt. Yeah, he's hurt, man.
O'Malley's so hurt now. Beautiful spinning kick lands.
He needs to grab, Joe. He needs to hold.
Latino with a very good right hand in that
Good
exchange.
combination there.
And all and moving forward. Oh, beautiful knee up there.
What round do you think is going to end in? A real prediction. It's so hard. Asking you this is so tough.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, I go out there, take them out in the first round. That's how I've always wanted my fights to go. I've always wanted to go out there and put people's lights out in the first round. And you look at my career, my UFC, well, even before that, if I don't finish in the first round, I do drop people at least in the first round. I will find his chin. You know, and like I said, he's cutting a lot of weight, so it's going to be up to his chin.
Late round one was to get a feel for what it might be like early round two. Sterling on it.
This has been The Sugar Show. If you like this video, be sure to watch these two.